I have the honor actually to be part of this panel, which have really great leaders into the investment and into the blockchain. They are having multiple projects. So I'll start by introducing myself, then you can give us a background about yourself, each one. So my name is Amira Solomon, same like mentioned. I'm a CEO and founder for two companies, which is built into the blockchain, Time Guardian and Asar. I have 25 years of experience into the banking field, and I've exited my first fintech from 1 year back. Going to you, Sheikh Mohammed.
My name is Sheikh Mohammed Duman. Seasonal investment banker, almost 13 years in the region, and now running on an investment company. We are focused on the digital assets like blockchain, Web3, artificial intelligence, tokenomics. So any project which is a income generating asset, we are doing the tokenization to have a passive income.
That's great.
Hello everyone, and thank you for showing up. And I'm so and a pleasure to be sharing this stage with you all together. I'm Wael Makarim. I've been trading for 15 years, and I joined a couple of FX brokers first, and now I'm with Exness. I'm leading a team of strategists. So I'm coming with real experience in trading and investing, and looking to share a lot with people here. Thank you.
Great.
Hello guys, thank you for coming today, and thank you guys for making me part of this panel. I'm looking forward to the discussion. It seems really interesting. My name is Hala, and I am a market research analyst. I love the technical and side of everything, so it's gonna be interesting today.
Hello everybody. My name is Max Fien, and I'm a financial industry professional with a solid background, and as well I was in industry in different brokerages. Today I'm representing Ingot brokers, and definitely when we talk about multi-asset brokerage services provided, definitely we have to tackle this very important topic as AI, blockchain, because it's a new step and new, let's say, angle to investment and trading. And I'm happy to be here today with such experts and as well participate in this discussion. Thank you.
So starting with you, Max, I would like to know from you, given the era of AI, everywhere we go, we hear about AI, we hear about the blockchain, we hear big investments is coming in. Sheikh Mohammed, he just bought a share from Binance. A lot of happenings, most of the blockchain, the crypto.com, Binance, Bybit, they come and open their head offices here under the ADGM. So there is a lot of happenings actually when we talk about AI and blockchain. Do you see that this is impacting the investments or what?
Nice question. Definitely, I can say from my point of view, Emirates becoming kind of crypto Switzerland, where actually they trying to achieve results that other countries they declared for a long time before that. But they have regulators, they have sandboxes, they have very nice projects as well supported by governmental funds. Like for example, Mubadala Fund, they invested 1+B on AI analytic tools, etc. So it means that the government pay attention to that, and definitely it affects environment around UAE. We can say that the strategy, the blockchain strategy that was announced for UAE in 2018 is very successful. They're doing a lot of AI on financial transactions, and it affects as well how we interact as financial institutions in that environment. But as well on the other side, we can say that for traders, it's quite interesting combination, because for trading, speed and as well proper verified data and let's say being ahead of market sentiment is very important. So we can say that AI and blockchain supports these goals. So what we see in past for new traders, it's very difficult to navigate in a lot of data that going around, and it's very challenging to change specific data and to use that for trading. It's sometimes confusing. So now one of the effective instruments, AI analysis that provided by different institutions, and as well on the retail side, on B2B side, etc. As well, blockchain helps to make transactions more clear, more verified, especially when they are linked with regulators. And before that, you know, sometimes things happen and clients' word against brokerage's word, and client, they are not happy or they are not sure about outcome of that. But in that case, if the system is backed by blockchain, everything is there, is nothing to hide, so it helps as well and supports the client in their decision. Definitely, so we move in a little bit. It's not so fast because the adoption period is quite long, but it's, you know, period from guess and check to verify and act.
Thank you. What about you, Hala? What do you think? He gives great points actually that how the traders will be working, what is the AI can support as well, given the big data which is available, how is the investment, and especially when we talk about Abu Dhabi capital of capital. So tell me, what do you think?
Actually, I just want to take one moment because I know so many people, they don't know what's the meaning of blockchain or because I like a while ago, we didn't have that concept, okay? So you can just imagine, like, because I know that this is a money exposed, so many people are trying to get in the field and trying to get in trading in general, and we always connect the word blockchain with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, so we have to understand that blockchain is much bigger than this, and it's, we can imagine it as a kind of online diary, okay? You can just, we all have access to this diary. We can all put our data into it.
General ledger.
Exactly. Yeah. And we can actually try to, anyone have access to this data, but we cannot alter or erase any of that data. So, and this is where the importance of blockchain comes from. So, you cannot alter this data, you cannot change it. Everyone has access to it. You don't need a third party. It helps with the finance, it helps with the, and actually it helps in many fields of a lot of things, like in healthcare, in banks, in everything, in education as well.
PSP's payments as well.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot actually, it's a big...
Yeah, so if we are talking about AI and blockchain and how it affects the market and how we can make the best of it, we have to understand that we can actually do our risk management and we can actually use AI in order to make, of course, we can process a lot of data in very fast data in a short time. It helps with...
cheaper as well.
Exactly, exactly. It's accessible to everyone.
Yes.
You know? So this is the importance of...
Transparency, clarity, decryption, decentralization. We can, if you talk, actually we will not stop talking about the blockchain. It's the new era of internet. Same like when we have the internet at the beginning and now we have the blockchain. Going to you, I'd like to hear from you, Wael. What's your point of view?
That off. Well, let's just put things into experience. 10 years back, if you wanted to assess an instrument or a financial asset, you needed to try to grasp whatever sources of data and try to collect them in order to analyze them. A few years back, it was easier because of all the search engines and that, but you needed to do a little bit more in order to try to grasp different sources of data, to try to make sure they're legit and all that. Recently, everyone, I believe, who's into AI and who's just know ChatGPT, Manus AI, Claude, whatever, all these applications that we can use nowadays, you just need to ask it about a certain asset and it will get you in a few seconds, it's just going to get you a report that used to take tens of hours in order to produce. So it gives you whatever you need to just take the decision whether to buy or to sell. Definitely, it's not we're not gonna reach singularity on the way to just make sure that you're making money, but in the end, it's just giving you a little bit more efficient way in order to grasp whatever happening around. And when we speak about financial markets, we have a lot of factors that affect markets every day, a lot of things that could change in terms of regimes. So you need to stay up to date in order to assess how would this impact your decision making. So now with AI, we have it way easier. In the end, from personal experience, I've been doing algo trading for 9 years. When the things that used to take weeks and months to build and to assess and to make sure they work, now they take just a few hours. So in terms of efficiency, we're going it to the next level. And this is what we're at Exness, we're trying to encourage, especially in my team. We're moving to being way more efficient, whether in terms of content creation, whether in terms of data analysis, whether in terms of providing clients with different types of analysis that you're not familiar to. And Max mentioned one, just a small one, which is sentiment analysis. So of course, this is a life-changing technology. Blockchain, of course, helps a lot with record keeping, and Hala mentioned a lot on that, so I don't want to add a lot, but of course, it's beneficiary. But also, with every new technology and every new era, there is something real, and there are lies, fake promises, scammers, and a lot of these things. And because we are in events where a lot of people are interested, and not all of us have the same level of knowledge, we have a big task to try to help people to understand the reality behind all these new technologies and make sure that they're staying a little bit away from shady stuff or these over promises of continued returns in the future, and just to be in a little bit of safe zone.
Absolutely right, Wael. What about you, Sheikh Mohammed? I would like to take your point of view. Where do you see the AI, the blockchain impacting the investment decisions? Especially you are controlling a huge portfolio of 1.86 and maintaining it during this era. So give us from your knowledge.
During such times,
Yes,
maintaining such portfolio.
Yeah. But these times, I feel it's temporary and it will hit again. We believe in this.
I would just make it more simpler to understand the people, because in this audience I've been out is most of the traders. So anybody is here from 90s? Anybody born in 90s? Anybody use the MS-DOS? And then Windows came, 94, 95 came, right? So if you remember, I had a computer in 1992 at my home, so 486. So we were told that adopt the Windows, otherwise you will be outdated. So it was a software. So developing society, developing environments has been bringing a lot of information in the digitalization. So blockchain is same like it's a software. For me, in a simple name, it's a software which helps you to do your transactions online, just like your online bank. But it's more of faster, quickest, cheaper, and the most important part is decentralized, so nobody's controlling it. So you are free to have your own money. This is the best part of the blockchain. Artificial intelligence, people have been saying that, I was speaking the other day one panel, people were saying this AI is a threat to the human being. I said, okay, you're so amazing guys, because AI is there to assist us to be more efficient, to be more productive, to be more constructive, because the AI still need to be trained by the human brain. We are still on a dominating side. Computer can never replace a human being because they need to be trained by us. So anybody is considering that investments and blockchain and AI and investment, how is it transforming, is amazing, is reducing a lot of cost. It is reducing a lot of time consumption. Like Weil said, that if you have to do any due diligence, you put the details, you get all the data about the people, that how is the project, how are the things going on. Similarly, in trading business, unfortunately, as of my exposure so far, that's one of the reasons I don't touch the trading, that more than 90% bots are a scam. And it turns around to be a very shady thing to get involved with the bots. So people like, people say, in the banking, it's been more than almost 100 years old banking system. So still there are scams happening in a bank. Still there are problems happening in a banks. So it's a new system, new technology. Obviously there will be some loopholes, there will be some problem. The best part is people will be learning it, adopting it, and get going themselves. Like one of my friends told me that we are Bitcoin guys. If somebody says that Bitcoin is going down, we say, yeah, Bitcoin is down, buy it on a discount.
Yes, I agree with you in this point. That's a great actually inputs from all of you. We know that the AI and the blockchain and the Web3 is the future of investment. This is everyone know it, but there is a big question mark when it comes to these new technologies. How we control the risk and how we mitigate it, which is a very, very important. He talked about the fraud and the scams, which is happening in the middle. A lot of meme coins comes in, people went and invest a lot of money, and there is no utility projects in the back end of it, and it's gone. You know, a lot of things happening like this AI as well. There is a dependency in it. Is this impacting the human nature? Is it impacting as well the innovation? So from risk aspect, we'll start with you, Max. Tell us how we can mitigate the risk and ensure the right usage of the blockchain and AI.
That's a good question. Definitely, I believe that clients, or when we talk about investors, the most important factor when they trade in or invest in is not even to make profit, but not to lose their funds. So here is very important how reliable data is and how reliable their counterparties. And AI and blockchain not only can help, but already help in a lot of people. Myself, sometimes when I want to actually check some company, I can do that with ChatGPT to get all details about this company and its compliance by itself. Before it required quite bulky, let's say, institutions and so on and so on. But regarding our case, we can say that first of all, as brokerages, we already apply AI, and we do our clients' trading behavior to avoid, let's say, abuse of the system, and to avoid this kind of abusive trading. We're able to check that, and it helps us actually to support healthy investors and provide better service. As well, on the other side, on KYC AML procedures, definitely it helps us already. I believe that everybody saw posts on social media. Some people, they created fake passport copy, and they did verification on some exchanges and so on. So it shows how powerful AI now, and how we have to as well to combat with that. So it's another, let's say, aspect, because with great power it comes a great responsibility. So definitely for us, it helps to create better service, because we can do KYC AML procedures very fast. So clients receives better service. And by the way, when we talk about UAE government and their initiatives, for example, they have a FIT program, which actually combines data and supports by AI between all financial institutions, mainly. We can say that almost all financial institutions.
The HAD Bureau.
Yeah. So.
And it gives scores for you, and
we are not part of that as brokerages under, let's say, ESCA or DGM, etc. Yeah. Not yet, but I'm sure that with the trend of governments to create more tokenization, to create CBDCs, national cryptocurrency money, to be able to verify transactions, to be able to verify funds and so on. So it will reduces a lot of risks related to source of funds and regulatory risks, and definitely it will help us to reduce heavy fines that potentially can be institutions, regulated institutions could be under the risk. So I believe these are the more essential ones, but definitely there are so many, because blockchain, AI, it's our life, it's changed everything now.
That's great. Hala, what about you?
Well, I can say for everyone that we are using AI more than we are using like toothbrush, you know, because right now you can actually
Of
ask
course,
it.
it's more now.
You know, so I consider it my best friend. So you can consider it whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, using AI and blockchain in investment, and using it in as he said, and to add on that, it's actually easier and faster to make sure that you are not getting like fraudulent or not getting scammed by any company or anyone, because it's not as I mentioned earlier, it's not only about cryptocurrencies and money. You can actually verify any kind of degree, any kind of company, tokenize anything, because it's decentralized, no one government or no single government or single authority can control it. So everyone has access to it.
Open source, yeah.
Yeah, so it's easier to prevent fraud, and many banks and in the UAE, especially FAB, as I recall, is using AI and blockchain in order to lower the risk in order to detect fraud, and they have managed to lower that risk by 60%, which is huge. So yeah, I can say it's going in the right direction.
Yeah, yeah. I've launched it actually. They're yeah, so they are very advanced in their technology. What about you, Wael?
There is two ways to answer this question.
Yeah.
First, the risks that are erupting from the interest in AI and how fast there could be ways to scam you, whatever. Because now, if you look at things how they're happening, with every new technology, there's a cost that has to be paid because the people they're not aware of a lot of things. And now, for example, just a silly thing, deepfake. You can see a lot of celebrities, for example, on Facebook or whatever social media that's here, and you can see them like triggering you to trade, to invest, to make money, free money, all that bullshit. This comes from such new technologies or such new applications that are being run by AI, etc. So a lot of things that everyone has to be aware of, and I believe we are in a phase where we're going, you know, that silly tick that you do whenever you want to go something, it's a captcha. So I believe at the time there will be some concepts to try to help you know that this is generated by AI and it's not in order to avoid being a scam. So this is one, and I believe we are getting there, but it's how much we have to bear the cost until we reach there. Another thing is how to use AI in order to really help yourself with risk management. And if we're going to go to just financial markets, since we're in a money expo, among that, if you can look at how easy now it is to stress test a lot of things. So one of the things that we do combine strategies in order to create a portfolio and work on it. And a lot of people used to just do a normal back testing that runs by numbers. But now with AI helping you to digest a lot of data and in creating a lot of predictive models. So by that you can easily look at things that previously you weren't able to avoid, just because now you have a lot of possibilities that are being dissected in front of you by AI simply by doing deep research and all that. So there's a lot of ways that we can use AI to help us in risk management, but also like this is opening a lot of new things, and people shouldn't be like wary on how to evolve, but rather they should spend a little bit more time on learning AI further in order to like for myself, I put an hour a day just to dig into what's new in AI, and by that I'm not even following up much, and I'm missing a lot because this is progressing a lot. So every one of us should
merely scratching the surface.
Yeah. So every one of us should really dig deeper in order to help themselves get away from risks, but also at the same time just exploring new things going forward. There is no escape from risks whatever you do, but at least we try to minimize them as we go forward.
That's great, Wael. For you, Sheikh Mohammed, I would like to ask you from the risk aspect, given you are controlling a huge portfolio, how you manage the risk using the blockchain and AI?
We try to keep the maximum control on the transactions so that will be the sole decision maker. If there is some project we are injecting the funds, we are ensuring that we have their IP rights. So it's a traditional part of the business investments. Analyzing the risk of the integration of AI and blockchain in the system, risk is always there because it's a new technology, it's a resolving technology, the world is adopting it. Obviously there will be some problems, and the problem comes with the solution. So I think everybody should adopt it. And as I was studying an article, it's been the first time in the history that in the last one decade, so like 10 years, the entrepreneurship has increased the highest level, meaning the new generation, they are adopting the new technology, AI, blockchain stuff. They are not going to do the traditional jobs or studies like MBAs or MBBS or engineering. They are getting into different tech, creating some new ideas, and then starting their own startup. And that is why they are welcome in Abu Dhabi, like Hub 71 and Ignite in Dubai. They are getting funded by these guys. So problem is there, no problem, but solution is also there. So the soonest we adopt it, the faster we grow. So one of the countries in Central Asia I was advising to launch the crypto regulatory authority. It's a dead-based economy. They're completely trapped by the IMF and World Bank. So I was advising them, if you want to get rid of this trap of the financial aids from the other countries, like World Bank and IMF, you must adopt the digitalization in your all government sectors. Obviously, you will have to cut off the entire corruption because the blockchain, no human influence.
Of course.
But it will help you to grow your nation faster than you ever thought. And because every tangible has an intangible valuations. So you better monetize this valuation and get rid of this dollar requirements.
Absolutely. So as the faster they adapt, the faster they will develop. And I see the capital of capital, or the UAE, is adapting very fast. They become the hub of the Web3. And we're looking forward that all countries will be same like the UAE, because actually I see it as a role model when we talk about the adoption. But still, in the financial sector, I see that the government adapting very well. Every fintechs, you said the ADGM, DIFC, a lot of fintechs coming in, a lot of supporting organization to support the fintechs. But the finance in the banking, where do you see them adapting to the AI and the blockchain? Start with you, Max.
Yep, thank you. Yeah, so definitely one of the biggest challenges is for regulated institutions is to adapt these new technologies in the framework of regulation, because normally it has its own restrictions. So we have to definitely pay attention to that. But on the other side, one of the critical things I believe that is a challenge for more deep adaptation, first of all, is the data itself. Because AI, when we talk about AI, it's like a fast sport car, and you have to fill it with the good petrol. So the clear data, the broad sets of data, verifiable data is very important. Otherwise, sometimes we get some results from AI, and we are not sure, is that true or not? So how reliable is that data, and how we can rely on that, especially when we talk about risks related to investment, to people's life, right? So that's important thing. As well, on the other side, one of the challenges, I believe, is the technical infrastructure of financial institutions. Because to be able to adapt, as Wael as well mentioned, the fast moving technology, changing every day or every second, and more conservative financial industry, where banks and institutions under regulation, they have to get all verification and approvals outside, inside, and after that adapt something that already outdated for AI world. So that's very important. And definitely human resources, talents, it's very important as well. We have to run ourselves, get deep in details, what's going on, adapt ourselves to these technologies. And we have to be sure that talents that we acquire to support us in that, they're able to catch that up. And it's almost impossible. So it's, the lack of proper talents as well in this market, it's one of the big risks. Additionally, I can say that, as I already mentioned, regulation as well. So we have to act based on regulatory policies.
Right.
And as well, since we talk about new technologies, modern technologies, moving fast, we require adaptation of regulatory policies as well based on what's going on in real life. And it's always a challenge. So it's not about capability of the technology, but more about how we can implement it in that framework that we discussed now.
Absolutely, you are right, Max, absolutely. You've mentioned actually, Hala, that the FAB is using the AI. They are using the AI, absolutely. And since long time back, they've been doing the scoring models, I've done the credit decisioning for them, the DG sales. In AI, they are very, very advanced. But when we come to the blockchain, which is really a big era, it's the new internet, it's the new GL, it's a faster, cheaper, easier, much more secure. Much more transparent, and this will eliminate completely the fraud if it's used properly, and if we feed it properly, it will have zero fraud because of the decentralization and because of the clarity of the data. Where do you see the financial institution usage in it? Because I saw HSBC, I've been in Hong Kong and I've met with HSBC, they are using their own blockchain, they are heavily adapting to it. But when it comes here, despite the fintechs is providing great solutions, still the banks is not utilizing it. So where do you see that they will start the adoption of this?
Actually, by the year 2031, AI and blockchain is supposed to be taking almost 20% of the the whole GDP of the UAE. So it's being in the plan to implement AI and blockchain in all fields of life and work and finance in the Emirates. So I would say that it's going in the correct direction.
It's a journey.
Yeah, exactly. It's occurring right now. As I told you, it's First Abu Dhabi Bank, FAB Bank is they are using
leading the AI. Yes, absolutely. What about you, Wael? What do you think about this? It's we need an honest discussion in the finance.
I'm going to do it in two different examples. You can easily get on the train if it's just like moving 10, 15 kilometers. Once it's at 30, you're going to think twice. Once it's at 50, it's gone.
It's gone.
You're not going to catch it.
You cannot.
So time showed us that those who didn't adapt fast, we're not speaking like adapting without doing your assessment, but those who don't adapt and still deny things, the train is going to move. And in the end, if either they will try to find another solution or to wait on another stop, or it's gone. This is one. Another thing, if you just go to talk to you today and he would ask you, okay, you have something here, you need to do a small stitching, you might do it. But if I ask you to do a full operation, you're just going to think it twice. So when we want to compare these things for banks, there are the things that are on the surface that are easy, and there are the things that they are very hard, like changing the way we're doing all the operations, all that, which is very hard to do. So banks here, they started doing the small things, for example, using bots in order to move and all that. I know time is up. Just give us 2 minutes. So for that, yeah, it's fine. So they're using the things that are easy to apply. There are a lot of things that could be used to help them in AML in order to tracking stuff, in order to make sure that they're on the next level. But in the end, AI and blockchain, they're making it harder to banks in order to excel and perform. We're going more into singularity, and they have to be more creative in ideas and services.
Absolutely agree. Closing with you, Sheikh Mohammed, we need your opinion. You must, because you are a banker and I'm a banker. You need to give the opinion about this.
Well, there are a lot of banks, not only FAB. I know Emirates NBD is also adopting AI, and even they are doing the carbon credit trade on their own platform, via the blockchain. which was very surprising for me. And now if you want to pay any bills, you can pay from the crypto on your Do or a Tesla or whatever. We got a one project recently. It was for chartered accountant companies. The bot can reduce the whole workload. Like if you're preparing 100 rotated financials in a month's time, the bot can produce 300. So it means the integration of the AI is very helpful in the financial institutions. The soonest they adopt it, the earlier they flourish, and they will be leading the world. Like Abu Dhabi, he's and he's been to the US, and he surprised the world announcing that almost $4 trillion to investment in AI, meaning UAE, Abu Dhabi is going to lead the world in AI.
Capital of capital. We are talking about capital of capital. So this is absolutely. I'm very happy to have you all. Really, it was a great discussion. When we talk about the AI and blockchain, it's infinity, because it's the topic nowadays. It's very cheap, very fast. It's the world is open in front of our eyes. So I'm happy that I had this great chance to discuss it with you, and looking forward to see how the UAE is leading the way.
It's a pleasure, Amira. Thank you so much for running. Thank you for my esteemed colleagues. Thank you everyone for attending. And sorry guys,
Thank
to
you
keep
very much.
waiting.
Thank you.